Hi, Gaye DeRusso with the Majestic rider. So I'm on Tilley again. We're going to try her canter today, and we're going to try and see if she can canter this circle of poles. It might take us a little time because I got to get her thinking again what we're doing and in the mindset of cantering. But this is her bad lead, and I'm using the poles to help her to get those canter steps. So let's see how she does. So we're going to half halt, shift our weight, and then left leg. Canter. There, we missed. Okay, so we're going to start again. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So pretty good for her. We missed some of the, it's muddy in here, so the footing's not the best. Good girl. So we missed some of the strides in between. It was a little short, a little long, but she did overall pretty good. So we'll see if we can get one more, and then we'll go the other direction. But making a circle of poles, and I'm using 3 of my steps, like large steps in between, that's like a 12-foot stride. So you have to adjust it per your horse. But if your horse is very pacey, again, don't start with all these poles. You start with 1. Once they can do that well, you do 2, 3. And then you can start spreading them apart. And I have them at different distances. Like this is jump in and jump out. And then I have a couple steps in between the next one and a couple of steps in the other ones just to get the horses thinking about what they're doing. But it's very helpful for a horse that's not diagonal, in other words, not trotty, and it's more lateral to help it to get the footfall. Those poles really help to get that leaping motion out of them. Okay, so let's try it again. So if I start with the 3 poles, it usually gets a pretty good canter out of her. But again, this is her right lead, so I got to make sure she's on the correct lead, which is her right lead in this direction. So there, we kind of lost it. So let's start again. So sometimes she's got the correct lead, sometimes she doesn't. Good girl. Now, she's gotten much smarter. So what used to happen is if we got the wrong striding in between and we're not getting the correct striding for that one, she would just leap. She would either leap, chip in, and trip. Those were our options, and both things were bad. But now she's backing off or she's just gating over it, which is perfectly fine. And this is the first time we did all these poles with her, so that was great. Now we're going to try it the other direction, which is her better direction, but again, now she's tired, so we'll see how she does it. But overall, for a horse that was 14 or 15, couldn't canter in the arena at all, this is much, 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 much better. She's only just going to get better the more I keep practicing it. She can canter on trail just fine now. She doesn't canter the flat really well, because a lot of times the really well gated or pacey ones don't, unless somebody started them early and really taught them to canter. In time she will, just not yet. It takes a long time to build up those muscles. She's older, so she's not building muscle as fast as a younger horse would. And she's just been gating all these years, so this is something new and much harder to her. So remember that. If you want a horse that canters, and you've never had a gated horse before, I recommend you just get one that already canters. If you're going to ride in the arena, make sure it canters on both leads, because even if it canters one direction, doesn't mean it will canter the other. They're very difficult at times. So get one that canters both ways, and is well balanced, and probably on the trotty side will be easier. Or get one that is pacey, but somebody already taught it to canter on both leads, and that should help. Canter. Wrong lead. Good girl. Okay, so not bad. I got a bug up my nose as I was doing that. So did I stop? No. I kept going because she was doing pretty good and she was trying really hard. Now, I'd like to go again, but I know she's tired, and that was quite good for the first time. So always quit, because if they get tired and they just gait or pace, then they can get trippy when they're tired. So it's best to quit and not push it again if they did pretty decent, and then we'll just get more the next day. So overall, Tilley did great. She's doing really well with her canter, and her back was so uneven when I got her that I really had to shim one side of my saddle pad, so now I can feel it's too much shim. That means she's built the muscle up, so I'm going to take some of those shims out. So remember, if you shim your saddle to make your saddle fit better, don't forget to keep rechecking things, because things change as they get muscled up and better, and over time, most likely you'll be able to take those shims out. All right, hope that helps. Remember to like and subscribe. It all helps me to keep bringing these videos to you.